Welcome. Today, we will take you to the depths of a mysterious event. The Tunguska Event. The intensity of the explosion. The Tunguska Event's explosion was striking even when compared to other major explosions in world history. The energy released in the explosion was equivalent to approximately 15 megatons of TNT. This means it had an energy release about 1,000 times greater than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. The enormous energy release resulted in the devastation of the region's forests and vegetation, uprooting and annihilating millions of trees across an area of 2,000 square kilometers. Observations and effects. The effects of the Tunguska event left the local population and environment in great astonishment on that day and in the years that followed. The explosion came with visual and atmospheric effects that covered a wide area. Eyewitnesses who described that day recall it as an unforgettable moment, and the effects of the event continue to leave an impact even years later. Beginning with a sudden appearance of a bright light in the sky, the event reached its peak with an explosion occurring at an altitude of approximately 5 to 10 kilometers. The even people, who lived in the region, were startled by a loud noise and shock. Witnesses describing the moment mentioned that the sky became as bright as midday, covered in a dazzling light. Subsequently, a massive fireball appeared in the sky, emitting lightning-like beams of light. The intensity of the explosion was so powerful that even in regions hundreds of kilometers away, the sky was brightly illuminated. The dust and gases released into the atmosphere by the explosion led to extraordinary colorful sunsets and sunrises that lasted for days. This spectacle of colors in the sky was observed from all around the world due to the event's impact. Photographers of the time also attempted to document this rare natural event with great curiosity and excitement. The effects in the areas near the center of the Tunguska event were terrifying. The explosion's pressure flattened trees horizontally, causing extensive devastation. The forests in these regions were uprooted and wiped out, leaving a vast area of approximately 2,000 square kilometers as a bare land filled with fallen trees and vegetation. This area is now known as the Zone of Fallen Trees. The effects of the Tunguska event had long-term consequences for both humans and the natural environment. The destruction of forests and the resulting fires impacted the local ecosystem and dealt a severe blow to animal life. Moreover, the atmospheric changes in the sky affected weather conditions, causing temporary alterations to the region's climate. Subsequent research and discoveries, such as the presence of fused glass-like materials and isotope analysis in the region, strengthened the possibility that the explosion could have been caused by a meteoroid or comet. The cause of the event. The cause of the Tunguska event remains an enchanting mystery that the scientific community has not fully unraveled yet. Despite numerous research efforts and discoveries attempting to explain the event's mystery, a definitive answer has not yet been obtained. Among the theories proposed regarding the cause of the event are space-related phenomena and the impact of an extraterrestrial object. The most widely accepted theory suggests that the event was a result of the entry of a large comet or asteroid fragment into the atmosphere. The Tunguska event began with the entry of a meteoroid or comet at high speed into the Earth's atmosphere. Upon friction with the atmosphere, this object disintegrated, releasing an enormous amount of energy. The explosion's impact uprooted and annihilated the surrounding trees, resulting in a massive fire area. Additionally, the dust and gases released into the atmosphere led to days of colorful sunsets and sunrises. Another theory suggests that the event could be associated with antimatter. When antimatter comes into contact with normal matter, it releases a large amount of energy, potentially leading to a massive explosion if such an event occurred in the atmosphere. Some hypotheses propose that the Tunguska event could have been the result of a collision with an antimatter cloud. However, because antimatter is unlikely to naturally exist in space, this theory is considered less probable by some scientists. A more speculative theory proposes that the event had an extraterrestrial origin. Some believe that the event could have been the outcome of an experiment conducted by aliens. However, such claims lack scientific evidence and are considered to have a less credible basis. Research and discoveries. In an effort to unravel the mystery behind the Tunguska event and understand its cause, numerous research expeditions and investigations have been carried out over the years. These investigations have led to significant efforts to understand the details of the event and provide a precise explanation. The event's discovery took place on June 30, 1908. Russian scientist Leonid Kulik organized the first exploration expedition to the region where the event occurred, studying the destruction and its effects in the area. However, technological limitations of that era prevented a full understanding of the event's cause. Following the event's discovery, research and investigations intensified, and modern scientific tools were used to obtain new data. Studies on the Tunguska event since the 1920s have provided valuable information to understand the event's likely cause and effects. In 1958, NASA, the United States Space Agency, organized an expedition to study the Tunguska event in order to gain more information about the event's details and the energy of the explosion. Studies and research conducted in the region confirmed that the explosion released energy equivalent to approximately 15 megatons of TNT. In recent years, observations from space and the use of modern scientific techniques have gathered more data on the Tunguska event. In particular, research on meteoroids and comets has strengthened the theory that the event was the result of a large meteoroid's entry into the atmosphere. Research and investigations into the cause of the Tunguska event continue to this day. Scientists and researchers persist in their efforts to solve the mystery behind this enchanting event using new technological developments and data analysis methods. However, the information and data obtained so far indicate that the event was most likely caused by the entry of a large meteoroid into the atmosphere. The mystery of the Tunguska event continues to pique the interest of the scientific community and stimulate people's imagination. It is hoped that future research will fully illuminate the facts surrounding this magical event. Nevertheless, this event, shrouded in uncertainty, will continue to be remembered as one of the greatest natural mysteries in world history.